Good afternoon. Welcome to another Website Wednesday. And so I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. I'm using a new mic. Actually, it's slightly in shot. Let me just move it out of the way. So I am just going to give everyone a second to come on, and then you can give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So what we're going to be talking about today is actually making money on autopilot in your business and some of the systems that you can set up and some of the tools that you can use to actually make that happen. So it was because this all came about because this weekend I was on a retreat, a work retreat for 3 days with there were about 9 of us all together. And we were just talking about different income streams. And what really struck me was when I started to think about it and realized that some of the money that comes into my business every single day is from really old content that I created and from assets that I created such a long time ago. And it made me realize this is stuff that not everybody has set up in their business. So Jackie, great that you're here. I was just saying I'm using a new microphone, so I'm assuming that you can hear me okay. If you can't hear me, then please will somebody just let me know. Okay, all right, good. I can see someone. I'll show you. It doesn't show your name, but thank you that you're saying that you can hear me. That's awesome. So what lots of us are doing is we're on this hamster wheel of constantly trying to find new clients. But if you had assets and systems in your business which are constantly bringing you new clients and bringing you income, even if it's just a trickle of income here and there, $10 here, $40 there, it all starts to add up. So whilst I was away on this 3-day retreat last week, I was still seeing money coming into my account every single day. And those weren't from my signature programs or people booking on to one-to-ones. They are from other income streams, like low ticket items that I created a while ago, from affiliate links that I set up a long time ago. And so all of this can start to really bump up your income and bump up your business growth. So let me just see who we've got here. Jackie, that's great. Rosemary, it's you. Thank you. Adiola, lovely to see you here. Miriam, great that you're here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead. I'm going to share something with you, which I'm not going to take any credit for the graphic because my designer created it for me. But it just shows you some of the pieces of the puzzle that are going to really, really help you automate your system. And I know it looks like a lot, but I'm going to talk you through it all. So here is this graphic. Hopefully you can see it. This is the systems that I've kind of identified, which are going to really help you build a solid foundation in your business. And lots of them will be ones that you already have in place. So one of the top ones that I put is a landing page or landing pages. And the reason why I'm really ranking this high is because without any mechanism for you to gather leads into your business, you're going to really, really struggle to keep on generating income. Because the reality is that when we build our website and we put it live, the chances are that there's going to be a lot of people who visit our website who might be ideal prospects for you, but they're not ready to go ahead and take the leap yet. But they might be in 6 months' time. So just because they visit your website and then leave now doesn't mean that they've said no to whatever it is that you're offering. It just means that they might not be ready yet. And the only way that you can stay front of mind with them is if you actually go ahead and capture their details in some way. And you would do this on a landing page. So this might be for them to register for a webinar or a masterclass. It might be for them to sign up for a workshop that you've got coming up. It might be for them to download your ebook or a meditation that you've prepared for them. You've seen it. You've been through the process so many times before. You know how this works. But if you don't have a landing page yet for your business, you are massively missing out on income in your business. And so I would really encourage you that if the only thing you take away from today is to go ahead and set up a landing page, then let that be it. And I would just love to know, can everyone just give me a hands up if you spent quite a lot of time crafting your homepage on your website? Some of you may not have websites yet. That's absolutely fine. But if you have got one, just let me know if it was something that you feel like you spent quite a lot of energy and time putting together. Let me come over. Jackie is recognizing you. StreamYard is showing, look, I'll just show you. So that's how you show up for me. So I am seeing your name showing up, so you're absolutely fine. Rosemary, you're in as well. I don't know why. So some of your posts, so that one came up without your name, and this one has. So I don't know if you just clicked on the link. So that's all good. Amanda, good to see you here. Jackie, you're welcome. Okay, so just let me know. Glenn, you're here as well. That's fabulous. So Glenn says he did, but thankfully he had my help. So often, the reason why I'm asking this question is because often we spend a huge amount of time and effort on our homepage, but actually that shouldn't be where we're directing the majority of our traffic from our social media posts, for example, or from our blog posts. So it will often be the first place that people land when they find us organically. And it will often be the place where people go to if they meet you at a networking meeting, for example, and that's absolutely fine. So you're absolutely right to spend a lot of time creating and crafting your homepage with care. But ideally, your landing page is going to be a really high traffic page as well. And you should be spending a lot of time creating your landing page too. So once people arrive on your landing page, once they've actually signed up, they're going to end up in your email system. And the only way you can make this work is if you have an email marketing platform. And most of you will probably already have one of these in place. It's one of the first things that you should really start creating or have in place in your business so that you can capture those leads when they come onto your website. So an email marketing platform, the ones that you may have heard of, maybe MailChimp, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, all of these will do the job for you. And if you haven't chosen one yet and you are agonizing about which one you should go with, then I'm going to throw my hat into the ring and say MailerLite, I would go with that. If you're just starting out on email marketing and this is like your first rodeo, then it's free for your first 1,000 subscribers. So that's a bonus. And also it just has a really nice, easy interface for you to work with. I personally don't use MailerLite, but I've dug into it a lot just because I run tutorials on it for some of my groups and for the funnel experience group that I did for the whole of this quarter that's just gone. I was encouraging them to use MailerLite because the likes of ActiveCampaign, it's a little bit more complicated and it does have a fee attached to it, which when we're trying to bootstrap getting our business up and running, we don't always want to have those expenses going out monthly. So now you've got your landing page, you've got your email marketing platform, you've got people signing up and ending up in your email marketing platform. Of course, you're going to then need some emails and an email sequence to go in there. But I'm just wanting to talk about the actual platforms. So I've got your website in there as well because all of these sit alongside your website. So you can build your landing page on your website if you're comfortable doing that, but you could also be using something like Leadpages or ClickFunnels. They will also do the job and they kind of run parallel to your website. So your landing page wouldn't normally appear as a link in your main navigational links, for example. It would just be a hidden page within your website that you're driving traffic to. And you want to make sure that all of those navigational links are removed from your landing page so that when people arrive there, they really are focused on that one outcome, which is for them to sign up for whatever it is that you're offering. So we have your landing page, we have your email marketing platform, we have your website. Now, there's some other optional things that you may want to have going on here. So for those of you who went through the funnel experience, and I can see some of you here, you'll know that on your thank you page, it's a really great opportunity for you to offer people the next step with you. And that might be to buy a low ticket offer, for example. And so in order to do that, you're going to need a way to collect payments. And that might be through a payment gateway such as Stripe, or Square or PayPal. You know the ropes, you know how that works. So when you've got your payment gateway, it means that you can go ahead then and set up buttons. So let's say you're using PayPal, you can grab a PayPal button from your PayPal account and embed it on your page. So that's your payment gateway. You absolutely have to have one of those in order to take payments. And you need to accept the fact that there will be transaction fees associated with any sales that happen through it. And usually they'll be around about 3%. So once you've got your payment gateway, you could then choose to integrate that within a cart software. So personally, I absolutely love Thrivecart. There's lots of other options. If you have ClickFunnels, that will take the payments through their kind of cart software as well, or Sam's Cart. There's lots of options for you available for this. Most of them are on a monthly subscription. Thrivecart isn't. If you've got any questions about Thrivecart, I could talk to you until the cows come home about Thrivecart, and I do have some videos. So let me know if you're interested in that. So your platform to take the payments is a really nice to have option, but it's not critical. It's optional at this point because you could just use a button on your pages if you're wanting to take payments. The next thing you might want to do is have a scheduler. So if you're a coach or a consultant or a beautician or a VA, or in fact, any service-based company, you may want to give people an opportunity to book a free discovery call with you, or to have an opportunity to talk things through. And if you have a scheduler, I always think of a scheduler as it's like your virtual receptionist. And some of them are free. So Calendly offers a free plan, so you can get started for free with one appointment type. But even if you have to pay like $10 a month or something, that's a lot less than you would have to pay for someone to be booking people into your diary and sending out Zoom links. So think of it as an investment, and that's the same with all of these platforms. They're not expenses, these are investments. They're investments in your business and investments in your automation, investments in your own time, because they're giving you time back. The next thing is, if you are delivering courses or memberships, you probably want a platform to enable you to deliver those. Now, there's loads of them out there. So there's like Teachable, Thinkific, Kajabi. You've probably heard of loads of these. If you have Thrivecart, it also offers you an opportunity to deliver those courses and workshops and memberships through their platform as well. However, there are ways of bootstrapping this. So don't feel like you need to make another investment in order to make this happen. If you've got one course and it's reasonably uncomplicated in terms of you might be delivering 4 or 6 modules of content, there are ways that you can do it without this delivery platform. And in the funnel experience, I showed people exactly how they could do this without investing in a platform, that they could deliver it through a PDF. And I go through the steps to show everyone exactly how to do that. So if you're needing to bootstrap this and you're not ready, maybe you haven't validated your course, you don't know if people are going to buy it yet, then there are ways of putting this together so you can deliver your course without having it on one of these platforms. However, once you start scaling up and you start getting a lot of people through and you're starting to get the numbers in, you definitely want to be able to have this as a slick process where people log in and they can access the content through there. And then finally, you want to have some kind of mechanism for growing your audience and your engagement and shouting about this incredible system that you put online. And social media accounts are a fabulous way of doing that. I've put social media accounts kind of down at the bottom of the kind of the flow and the process, because there's no point in you spending a lot of time creating social media content to drive traffic to a broken system. It's like pouring rocket fuel onto a broken engine. It's simply not going to gain anything for you. And so if you are spending a lot of time creating daily or even weekly posts on social media, and you're finding that you're trying to drive traffic to your website or your landing pages and you're not getting anywhere with it, the reason for that is because you don't have these solid automation systems in place yet. And so back off the social media, get these foundations in place first, and then really start pouring the rocket fuel on, starting driving the traffic. Often we get this the wrong way around. We flip it and we think if we get active on social media, then we're going to get all the clients that we need from there. But it's the wrong way around. If it's working for you, absolutely happy days. Keep going at it. But for most people, that approach doesn't work. You need to have solid, robust systems in place and then start to drive people to them. Okay, so let me come in and see if we've got any questions about this. So Rosemary, you spent a lot of time on your website. I know you did, and you've done an amazing job. So yes, Adiola, it's absolutely recognizing you. That's fabulous. All right, you're going with MailerLite. It's a good choice. And to be honest, sometimes we get stuck in that paralysis of, oh my God, there's so many options that we could choose. Which one should I go with? A lot of them are pretty similar in terms of the features that they offer. So the main thing is to go with one and run with it and just start moving forwards, because otherwise we hold ourselves back. And I can tell you that when I was first starting out, I agonized for about 3 weeks about which landing page software I should use. And it was ridiculous. That's like almost a whole month that I wasted just on going backwards and forwards. And in fact, it wouldn't have really mattered which one I went with. This was before I started building them out on my website. This was a long, long time ago. But we can sometimes really agonize over what we're going to use, whereas actually we just want to get on and start using one of them. Miriam says, I use Square for my clients. Can I use it on my website as well? Yes, absolutely. So you can. I don't use Square, so I'm not that familiar with it, but it will have some kind of integration that you can put onto your website. And if there's any kind of embed code that you could add as a button, then you can go ahead and use that. But all of these options are free. So if you sign up for Stripe, there's no monthly fees associated with it. You only get charged per transaction, which is the same with Square. It's the same with PayPal. So for me, I use Thrivecart for people who are wanting to make payments, and I can choose a number of payment gateways for them to choose from. So if someone wants to pay with PayPal, they can choose PayPal. If they want to pay with their credit card, they choose that, and it goes through Stripe. So when we give people options, and I would say I get about 50-50, like 50% of people buy through their credit card, 50% buy with PayPal. Does that mean if I took PayPal away as an option, I would lose 50% of sales? I don't know, but I'm not going to try it because some people just like a particular payment platform. Jackie says, love the idea of MailerLite and Thrivecart. Would love info on these, please. Okay, Jackie, I will send you some information on those after this. And Adiola too, I will send you. So I've got some videos that kind of show you behind the scenes with Thrivecart. And I do have a referral link for it. And if you go ahead and purchase through my referral link, then I give you access to a kind of quick start workshop to get you up and running quickly with it. And also a checkout template that you can just go ahead and use straight out of the gate. Rosemary says, what if we don't have any content yet? Rosemary, clarify what you mean by that as in terms of content. Are you meaning like blog posts, or are you meaning, what is it that you're meaning in terms of maybe courses? Just let me know what you mean by that, because I know that you've got content. Miriam says, does a landing page in WordPress still need a landing page software facility? No, that's one of the joys of being able to create your own stuff on your own website. So I love the fact that we can build out pages on our website as our landing pages and drive traffic to it, because that brings us lots of benefits in terms of search engine visibility and keeping people within our own little ecosystem, rather than using something like Lead Pages, which takes them to someone else's ecosystem and starts giving them the kind of credibility in the search engines. So if you are capable of building landing pages on your website, I would definitely say that that's the way forward. It also saves you money because you don't have to then pay for an additional software. I think Lead Pages is something like $49 a month. So it saves you that money. So I'm all in for that. And for anyone who's wanting to do this, and for me to show you how to go ahead and do it and give you templates and swipe files for doing this, especially for the likes of you, Miriam, who's been on Rock That Website. The funnel experience is starting next week. I've got my second group starting. And if you're wanting to get these kind of systems in place, would love to welcome you onto the funnel experience, because this is exactly the kind of things that we're going through, building out all of these pages and creating systems with these tools that I'm talking about. Rosemary says, for the landing page, I've got content, but this question to help others too. I'm still not clear on what it is that you're meaning by content, Rosemary. Are you meaning about the words to put on your landing page? Oh, maybe you're meaning the freebie that you're going to give away. So like your free resource. And if that's the case, I mean, you know better than anybody that on the funnel experience, that's exactly what we do. We're going to build out your free resource and get you started with something that you can create a landing page that's going to take people to a really valuable, cram-packed with value resource that's really suitable for your audience and starts to create this flow in your business. Because what you want to do is give people a resource that is really beautifully aligned with the rest of your offerings, to make sure that you're taking them from where they are now to actually a process with milestones that actually brings them into becoming paying clients. So hopefully I've understood that correctly. Okay, you've just said it. Perfect. Adiola says, thank you so much. Truly new to all these. So info on both MailerLite, Thrivecart would be great. Wanting to bootstrap at the moment. Absolutely. So Thrivecart is not free. So I should caveat that. Thrivecart does have a fee attached to it. I think it's $495 for the standard version of it, but it's a one-off payment, which in the end, in the long run, it's going to save you a lot of money, because most of them are about $99 a month for systems that offer the same kind of functionality as Thrivecart. So MailerLite is free for your first 1,000 subscribers, so that's great. You can get started with that for nothing. But for Thrivecart, there is an investment to be made in that, and you can manage without it to start with. However, I will send you through the videos, because when you see how amazing it is and the stuff you can do with it, I think you're going to be tempted. Okay, that's it. So I do have a resource which gives you access to all of the tools that I use in my business, the ones that we've talked about, like the email marketing platforms and all this kind of stuff, but also a whole load more, like what I use for my video editing, what I use for my project planning, all that kind of stuff. So if you would like access to that PDF, then just drop a comment into this thread, and I will make sure that I get that link to you. And if you're watching on replay, again, just go ahead, drop it into the a comment into this thread, and I will send it over to you, or send over a DM, and I'll send that across. Let me just check that I haven't missed out on any comments. Adiola, yes, the one-off payment is what I like. Absolutely. It makes so much difference. And for any of you who are looking into any kind of tools and stuff, the ones that have lifetime access, or you're able to pay up front with lifetime access, I love those, because it keeps your monthly payments down. And, we end up subscribing to a whole load of stuff, or I do anyway. And I end up with a lot of monthly outgoings. And so if I have some of the big stuff, the big platforms already paid for, it's really, really good to just get them out of the way and know you've always got access to them. Jackie says, does Thrivecart's one-off payment include any updates to the platform? So you get access to any of the feature rollouts. So for example, with Thrivecart, I've had it for years now. And then last year they launched the Learn side of it, which enables you to deliver courses and memberships through it. And for everybody who had access to Thrivecart, everyone who had bought Thrivecart previously, then also got access to that massive upgrade with access to all of the Learn features, where you're able to deliver the courses and memberships. So as they constantly improve the platform, you get access to all of the rollouts of the updates and any new features. Hopefully I understood what you meant with that, but I think that's probably what you meant. Miriam says, I would love one, Vicky. I think that's for the PDF that I've got of the tools. In fact, it's a good point. Thanks, Miriam. If you're wanting my tools PDF, please just type tools PDF, and then I'll know exactly what it is that you're referring to. Jackie says, yes, please. I think that's also the tools PDF. So whoever this is says, thank you, love MailerLite, but have been quiet lately. So I guess you just haven't been mailing your list that much. I can't see who that is. You know what? Sometimes we're all entitled to take our foot off the gas a little bit. Miriam, yes, the PDF. Okay, perfect. Adiola says, yes, Vicky, you love linked. Okay, perfect. All right, I will get those off to you guys after this. And thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully that was useful. If you've got questions about the tools that you're wanting to use in your business, please do just ask any questions on this thread. I realize a few people will be watching on replay, so just ask the questions and tag me, and I will pop in and give you any insights if I have any. And if any of you are really, really wanting to ramp things up for the next Q2, we are nearly in Q2. In 2 weeks' time, we are going to be into April. If you're really wanting to do things differently in your business, and you're wanting to get these systems in place, and getting the kind of systems that, like me, when you just find that money is dropping into your account every day from things that you set up a long time ago, then do consider joining me for the funnel experience. Drop me a line. I can send you some details about that, because it's still at beta pricing. It's the second time that I've run the program, and we've got a really nice group of people joining it. So do let me know if you've got any questions about that, or if it's something that you would like to run with. If you've got your website in place, your next logical step is to build your funnel. So if you don't have one yet, then that's something that we're going to be creating, a forever funnel, which you can not set it and forget it, but with assets that will live on for a long time. All right, wonderful. So pleased that you enjoyed that. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.